Hey!
Oh, not the spicy language. Mr. Wright, you gonna make...
A man, already serving 12 months of probation for battery, steps in, but his temper? Out of control. He starts hurling curse words left and right, challenging the judge with every sentence. But here's the twist. The judge isn't backing down. Each time he swears, she slaps another month onto his probation. The tension skyrockets. Will he stop before it's too late? Or will his mouth dig him into a hole he can't escape? Stick around, because the way this case ends will leave you show CKD.
Convicted of the offense of battery, family violence on the 22nd day of November 2022. You were sentenced to 12 months on probation. You have 8 months and 3 days remaining on probation. Your sentence was not told. You're before this court for a violation of criminal law. It's alleged that you committed the new offense of burglary with intent to commit a felony and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on or about November 26, 2022 in Clayton County, Georgia. You also are alleged to have committed the new offense of battery, family violence, and theft by taking on or about November 25th of 2022 in Clayton County, Georgia. You failed to comply with counseling. You were supposed to take a certified family violence intervention program class, and you have not shown proof of doing that. You failed to complete community service. You've shown no proof of having taken the 40 hours of community service, and you failed to pay.
Lock this fucking thug! Lock him up! He's a thug! Lock him up! Put him in fucking prison! Solitary confinement! Put him in there! Put him in fucking jail!
Ms. Hahn, what do you have on behalf of your client? I believe you've stated that he wishes to stipulate to the technicals and agree to the punishment in this case.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Mr. Gregory Bryant Rice is stipulating to the technicals, and he is wanting to hear the probation recommendation in this case. Mr. Cash.
Yes, ma'am. The recommendation, Judge, was 4 months to serve, give credit for time served, and close the current case.
What was that, Mr.?
Yeah, I need toilet paper. I need toilet paper.
Mr. Cash, can you repeat your recommendation, please?
Yes, ma'am. 4 months to serve.
Okay.
Give credit for the time that you've already been in custody, and close the current case.
Thank you.
So I have a question. Was the victim the same in both of the battery cases?
I am not sure, Your Honor.
Mr. Rice, how old are you, sir?
25.
Did you plan to spend the rest of your life in jail, sir? Don't tell me the specifics of anything, but was this in your life's plan?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't my life's plan. I actually was on my plan.
With just 8 months left on probation, the clock is ticking, but his fate is far from sealed. His rap sheet is serious. Burglary with intent to commit a felony, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and battery. But that's not all. He's ignored court-ordered counseling, skipped mandatory programs, and failed to show proof of community service. Now, the prosecutor is pushing for a 4-month jail sentence. Then the unexpected happens. The 25-year-old defendant speaks up, insisting prison was never part of his plan. Judge Tammy doesn't let him off easy. She presses him, asking if this is truly the future he wants. His response? He claims he never meant for things to turn out this way. He just got caught up in bad situations. But now, he says, he's ready to take responsibility. That's when the judge lays it all out. This isn't just about circumstances. It's about choices. Even knowing the consequences, he made the wrong ones. And in the end, it all comes down to control. Better choices lead to better outcomes. Now, the question remains. Will he finally take the judge's words to heart? Or is he destined to repeat the cycle?
Thinking, sir. Use these 4 months over the next 4 months, because you're going to have to deal with some stuff in the Superior Court. But use these 4 months to start thinking about what your life looks like now and what you want it to look like. And what are some of the bad choices that you have made versus different choices you could have made? Look at those situations and say, where did I make a bad choice in this case? And what would have been the better choice to make? Because once you start choosing the better choice, your life works out better. We got to stop getting into the situation of we thinking stuff is happening to us. You make stuff happen to you, but based on the choices that you have, even if your circumstances are bad, there's always a better choice and a worse choice. You got me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm not saying that you don't come from a situation where it's not the best, but what I'm saying to you is in the options that exist for you, you have the option to take the better path as opposed to the worst path. To think about what's going to happen if I do this. We clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I just want you to be mindful of that. So, Ms. Hahn, anything else on behalf of your client? Because I mean, 4 months, the only reason that 4 months sounds reasonable to me is because I realized that he's dealing with some stuff upstairs and he's probably not going to get out anytime soon. But otherwise, that would bother me. Otherwise, I might revoke the entire remaining, 9 months?
Excuse. I have a bond.
Sir, hold on, 8 months, I'm sorry. Hold on, yes, yes, sir.
I have a bond. They gave me a bond yesterday, so I plan on bonding out.
Well, it don't matter because you about to spend 4 months for me. So that bond is not going to affect my revocation.
8 months.
I'm revoking 4 right now, but 8 months is really what seems reasonable to me. Because you ain't listened to anything I said.
I did.
Don't tell me, because I don't want you to mess up your case upstairs. Now let me tell you something. Let me be real clear. So you got 2 sets of victims on these cases, or it's the same victim. I don't know who the victims are, but you got an ag assault, you got 2 batteries. The very wrong thing for you to do is to have contact with any of those persons listed on any of those cases. The very wrong thing, because that really will push me, because you got to come back and see me for the battery. So you got this battery, but you got to come back and see me for the new battery that you just been arrested on. So this not your last.
The judge doesn't mince words. These next 4 months aren't just a sentence. They're a wake-up call, a chance to reflect on where he is now versus where he could be. She urges him to start making better choices, making it clear that this isn't just about punishment. It's solid advice that could change his life. Yet, despite her fairness, acknowledging his struggles with mental health, she's not convinced he'll be walking free anytime soon. When he boldly claims he has a bond and plans to get out, she shuts him down immediately. It won't change a thing, she tells him. He's serving the full 4 months, no exceptions. And she doesn't stop there. She calls him out for not listening, and it's painfully obvious. He still doesn't get it. Then comes the serious warning. His case involves 2 sets of victims, and the worst mistake he could make now is trying to contact either of them. If he does, she promises, he'll be back in her courtroom facing a fresh battery charge. And this time, there won't be any leniency. But the real shocker? She delivers a chilling final message. Pray you never end up in front of Judge Aaron Mason. If you do, you'll get every single day of possible jail time. No more chances. No more excuses.
Him, he can pop off. He ain't going nowhere. So he can pop off, but he's still in jail. I'm free. So you got any children, sir?
No.
Huh?
No.
I can't hear you.
Said no.
Okay, good. Because I don't want nobody to miss you. Because you're making the kind of choices where you ain't going to get out no time soon. All right. So I'm going to revoke your 4 months. Upon service of the 4 months, this case will be suspended. The remaining time will be suspended so that you can have no contact with the victim in this case. If you were to have contact with the victim in this case, then you'll be brought back. The case will be reopened and you'll serve the remainder of that time. Do you understand? You understand me, sir?
Can I talk to my attorney real quick, please?
Okay, but it's not gonna change my recommendation. I'm giving you these 4 months, but you can talk to her. I'll put you in a breakout room with her.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Because it seems like you two.
Hey!
Oh, not the spicy language, Mr. Wright. You gonna make me add another month. What you ain't gonna do is have the spicy language.
All right, I just went back to my.
No, sir. No, we're not doing that.
Have a seat.
Yourself twisted up.
Have a seat.
But every time you pop off with an F word, I'm gonna add pop off with an M word. Another month. We clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Miss Hahn. And don't be yelling and fussing at her either, because she didn't get you in this position. You did. Miss Hahn, I'm putting in breakout room number 3.
Your Honor, we're ready on Mr. Rice again.
All right, so Mr. Rice, I'm going to accept your stipulation to the technicals only. I'll revoke 4 months. You'll do that day for day. And after the service of 4 months in the Clayton County Jail, your case will be suspended. And you're not to have any contact with the victim in this case. If you have contact, then your case will be brought back and you'll spend the remaining time.
The judge doesn't sugarcoat it. She looks him straight in the eye and fires off a blunt question. Though you have any kids? When he says no, her response is instant and cutting. Thank God. A harsh but revealing moment. With his track record, she makes it clear. No one should have to rely on him. Then comes the twist no one saw coming. Instead of sending him to jail, the judge revokes his 4-month sentence and suspends the case. Just like that, he's free to go. But before he steps out, she gives him one final warning. No contact with the victims.